today we are going to be doing another Deadbolt's Mystery Society case. It's called the Ferryman. It's all digital, so we don't have a box to unbox or anything. I was originally going to do it by myself because my wife is supposed to work tomorrow and stuff and get up early, and she doesn't like staying up late. But they refer to it as like a mini mystery, so maybe it won't take that long. So we're going to try. I got everything on my computer. She's got everything on her computer as well. But her computer's hooked up to the TV, so if we're looking this way, it's up there so we can see it better. I've got my laptop here. I'll be mostly focused on it. Like the other times, anything I do with my phone or wherever with the codes and stuff, I will have a screen share of that as well as my laptop with the different things I'll be looking on here. I don't know if there's any websites. I have not really looked over all the stuff yet too much. I have a board with the suspect names and the victim names because there's 3 victims and 4 suspects. I got that over here on a board we'll be getting up and writing on. But yeah, so I haven't really looked into it. I don't know if there's much websites or anything, but I do have all the paperwork here. So that's what I'll be doing. The beginning brief. You want to read or you want me to?
You can.
In Greek mythology,
Charon. We're gonna botch some of these names. I'm sorry.
I suck at English. Don't try to get
It's
me on.
not even English.
No, I suck at English. Don't try to get me trying to pronounce all these names. Charon is the ferryman of Hades who carries souls across the river Styx to the underworld. Often when preparing their dead, the ancient Greeks would place a coin in the mouths of their dead as payment to the ferryman for his services. Because of its high crime rate and popularity as a hotspot for serial killers, many residents of Valley Falls feels like they are living in their own personal underworld. They even have their own versions of the ferryman. Only in this case, the ferryman is a notorious serial killer who leaves a coin in the mouth of his victims as one final act of mercy after he is done drowning them. The Valley Falls police are very good at what they do, but there are times when they hire you and your colleagues at the Will Street Detective Agency to consult on the more extreme and bizarre cases in hope of closing them quickly. They have gladly handed this case off to you to solve, and the clock is ticking. Examine everything in the following files. Learn as much as you can about the suspects and help bring the killer to justice before someone else dies. The ferryman is believed to be a male between 30 and 50 years old. Eyewitnesses have identified him as approximately 6 feet tall and medium build. No one has gotten a good enough look at him to make a positive identification because of a strange metallic mask and a black robe the killer has been spotted wearing. However, we have narrowed the search down to 4 suspects, who all have connections to the victims. All of the victims have been killed near bodies of water. The police think this is linked in some way to the mythos of the ferryman and his connection to the river Styx. In each case, the victim has been drowned first, then dragged to shore where a coin is placed in the mouth and a note is left at the scene. At the moment, it is unclear how these details factor into the case. However, we have created a profile that suggests the killer is leaving these notes at the scenes because he wants to be caught. This would indicate some level of remorse or at least an understanding that what he is doing is wrong. The notes are the killer's way of helping us determine who he is. It is possible that these murders are being committed because of some pain that the killer has experienced in his own life. Quite likely, we will see that these link to some past event that triggered the killing spree. With regard to the murders, the killer was meticulous and left nothing behind except those things which were intentional. During the last murder, however, he was interrupted before he could stage the body precisely, and he has fled to some place nearby. This is our chance to capture him and end this vicious cycle of death. If you are unfamiliar with the mythology of the ferryman, you may need to do some research at the Valley Falls Municipal Public Library. Start with a book called Sailing Down the River Styx. I asked the librarian to hold it for you. Tell her how many lost souls are being ferried by Charon in the postcard I provided, and she will give you the book.
It's 16.
You counted? I haven't even looked at it yet. Okay.
16.
We'll get to that after a while. I'm going to go through all this shit.
The answer's 16.
I guess I probably could have started with that as a postcard. Here's what the postcard looks like. This is what I suspect could have been the cover of the box, since that was kind of how it was with the last one. But yeah, this postcard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So yeah, 16. What do you mean,
You said 17 at first, because...
Yeah, there's 17 people. But one of them's the ferryman. So yeah, 16. I was just counting the people. And then we got the beginning brief. Okay. So victim 1, Crystal Harris. Member of Kappa Mu Alpha sorority. Rumored to be having an affair with Garrett Toomey.
Worked at the Apollo room.
Worked at the Apollo room. You want to go write that down? About the having an affair with Garrett Toomey?
Are they all members of the Kappa Mu Alpha?
Yes, I did notice that earlier. All 3 of them are members of the Kappa Mu Alpha sorority. And then I think they are associated differently with the Apollo room. So maybe put affair with Garrett Toomey, or GT. I think that's the only one with those initials. And then worked at the Apollo room. GT. Hero C.
It's because that's Garrett Toomey.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, I forgets.
Take a picture.
I will. Here a minute.
So just GT and Apollo room?
Yeah, GT and worked at the Apollo room. Because I think they have different associations with the Apollo room. I think some work there, I think one of them owns it.
I'm going to put worked AR.
Okay, that's fine. We could just put Apollo or something, but yeah. Alright. Victim number 2, Allison Knight. Member of Kappa Mu Alpha sorority. Allison's father, Garrett Knight, owns the Apollo room. Her favorite character in Hamlet was Ophelia, who eventually goes insane and drowns herself. So, yeah. Her father owns the...
Apollo daughter.
Yeah, Apollo room. And her favorite character is Hamlet. Or in Hamlet is Ophelia. So I want to look into that some after all. Victim number 3. Jessica Santa. Member of Kappa Mu Alpha sorority. Of the 3 victims, is the only one who seems to have put up a fight and had a cryptic note in one pocket. And then we have 4 suspects. We have Milos Kostas, waiter at the Apollo room. He was the waiter for Joseph Murray and Jessica Santa during their last date. Has been fired from series of jobs for misogynistic statements. So I would say waiter at the AR, and then was Jessica and Santa's waiter? Or maybe just write that Joseph and Jessica's waiter at the AR. Suspect number 2. Ryan Foster. Local food blogger, critic for Medium Rare magazine. He was also at the Apollo room gathering information for a story. He and Jessica both worked at the Valley Falls Observer at one point. And Jessica, yeah, okay. And he disliked by restaurant staff because of the scathing review of the Apollo Room last year. Suspect number 3, Garrett Toomey, professor of literature at Valley Falls University. Garrett Toomey taught all of the victims, was a known womanizer, and had been spotted out recently with Allison Knight. Suspect 4, Joseph Murray. He's a carpenter and handyman, was on a date with Jessica Santa right before her body was found. The last known person to see her alive, did some work at the sorority house and knew Crystal and Allison because of his relationship with Jessica. I'm just going to say out of those 4 at the moment, what jumps out to me would be Garrett Toomey. That is just my initial thoughts on the suspects. That could be possibly him.
I don't know.
Because he's a professor of literature. This kind of deals with Greek mythology in a sense. So I know that's not really his forte unless he taught, Greek literature or something. Which is a possibility. Or at least European literature, something like that. But just being a professor at a university just kind of stands out more of, knowing Greek mythology and stuff. Especially if you're going to become a serial killer, kind of based off of that in a sense.
Yeah.
So, that's my initial thoughts on those. There are also notes found with each of the victims. For victim 1, it is a piece of paper. It says, "I killed because the girl is my offering to the underworld. When she reaches Hades, her life will be traded for another. All my intentions are good. I just don't think anyone understands tomorrow's currents wash away today's transgressions. Freedom, it seems, comes at a great price. On the chariot of the sun god ride the arrogant and foolhardy. Remember, the gods must be appeased. No one thinks about the ferryman until it's too late.
Oh, let it break Joseph's crap.
One coin is all that matters. One coin is all that's required.
Yep.
One token to secure my services. Never again will this girl ever see the side of the dark river again. Eternally she will rest on the shores of Styx." And like I said, that's a note found with victim number 1, which I believe was, let's see here, Crystal Harris. So that ties in somehow that way. Note with victim 2, it says fire times 1, earth times 1, fire times 5, water times 5, air times 1, water times 1, earth times 2, fire times 1, water times 5, fire times 1, water times 1, air times 2. And then it's got some letters jumbled up on the side with a little river design kind of halfway in the middle. So that is some type of coded codex type ordeal, cryptic, that we're going to have to figure out. Which I figured that first note was probably some type of cryptic that we have to try to translate a little bit, but yeah. And then the note that was found in victim 3's pocket is a picture of a nose, a book, a ring, an eye, a hand. And then it looks like some letters, minus SE, B equals T, K equals L, minus R, minus G, E equals M, minus E plus S. So that to me would probably be the easiest thing to solve. Probably start with that one. The next thing, it looks like a photo evidence of a footprint. footprint found at the last crime scene appears to be from a work boot. So with that, it could be the carpenter dude. Possibly, unless you're just like some people that just wears work boots all the time. I know I wear my work boots all the time now, even though I work from home. So yeah. Indicates that the person who made it is approximately 180 pounds, based on irregularities in its relation to the opposite footprint. This print indicates that the killer may have a foot problem of some sort that would cause him to limp or walk strangely. May be the result of an injury and not something genetic, since none of the suspects have any known mobility issues. We also have a picture supposedly from a security camera footage of the killer in the mask and hood. I don't really know what significance that picture would be, since they already told us what that was, or what they kind of dress like, so I don't really see why we would have a picture of it, unless I'm not really seeing anything that could possibly be a code or anything in it.
With the picture?
Yeah.
I think it's just a picture.
I think it's just one of the extra things just for a visual, in a sense, even though it already said that they dressed in a mask and black hooded robe thing. And then we have another postcard looking thing, some artwork of the Reaper, or Ferryman in this case, on a boat. It says sailing down the river Styx, Harlan Wells. And that's got a QR code. Security cameras at Abernethy Lake. The ferryman seems to have dismantled them and enabled a password to keep them locked. The cybersecurity expert for the Valley Falls Police Department analyzes the system that runs the cameras. He identifies an irregular series of letters embedded in the code K8ZLPOF and theorizes that they may be used in cracking the password. He also tells you that there is some metadata embedded in the program that refers to the logo used by the Apollo room. Is that the... Here's a sun type image with a bunch of letters, so that will probably have something to do with that. Maybe try to match up those letters or remove those letters or something. But I'm going to guess that's that logo. Then there is a picture of a door. It says, "Where did the ferryman flee after third murder?" And a QR code. And then finally, solved all the puzzles and ready to solve the case, question mark. Use the ferryman's last name and the animal left behind at each crime scene. No caps, no spaces. So that is everything that comes with it. So yeah, I would say my two, out of the four, I would say that my two biggest suspects right now would be Joseph Murray, who's dating Jessica Santa, or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Because he's a carpenter, and then that clue about the muddy boot print. Clearly he would wear work boots, being a carpenter. But, I mean, also, like I said, I still wear my work boots all the time, even though I work from home. Even when I was working at Lowe's, I still wore it just because I like them. They're easy to get on, and that's just what I was used to. So other people could still wear them. And then I would say maybe Garrett Toomey, just because he's a literature professor.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, Greek mythology. That would be mine.
I did notice something while you were reading all that stuff, but all the capital letters going down this picture, if you wanted to pull it back up or whatever,
Okay, I don't even have my OBS on yet. So I figured during all that, don't tell me it's already running. Let's fucking run it. There we go. Start recording. Because I figured I'd just be showing the actual pictures then, so I didn't need this. Okay. Oh shit.
It's the note found the victim one.
Here we go.
Anyway, I
Okay.
noticed that all the capital letters going down the side spells out "I wait for no one."
I wait for no one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to open this in Paint. So minimize that.
I don't know if there's going to be any other clues with this one, but that's the only thing that really threw out.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna. I wait for no. I guess I could change that text. Fuck it. That text looks good. Maybe not. Let's see here. Let's. Calibri, yeah. That doesn't have to be anywhere. It's just bam. That looks good. Boom. Okay. I'll leave that open in Paint.
Okay.
So if we need anything. Let's see here. I'd say that one with the images, that other note, yeah, that one right there. So I'll go to went too far. Here we go. So your minus SE, no, so no.
Yeah.
And then books.
Tools.
Tools, something like that. Okay,
Yeah.
let me open this up in Paint as well. Boom. Open with Paint. Alright, here we go. This we believe is no. Why is it back to, let's go back to red. And calibrating. Come on now. Okay, so tool, possibly tools since there's multiple. Ring, but no R, no G, so IN.
Mm-hmm.
I E equals M, so me, maybe minus the second E.
Maybe.
So the first E would be M and the second, yeah, so no tools in my hands?
That's weird.
So no tools in my hands, would that mean he's not the carpenter?
Possibly.
Is that what that's saying? Basically eliminate that.
Go to sleep! Our children are still awake. They won't
Yeah.
go to sleep.
Well, but yeah, I would say that's probably what that might reference. Unless it's saying that, he didn't kill them with anything. Okay.
Didn't it mention that they were drowned?
Yeah, it said that they were
Individually
drowned, but the third victim looked like they had put up a fight.
That's what?
I didn't. Let's see what the third victim looked like. Let's close that out. Where's the third victim picture? I'm not seeing any bruising or anything.
They picked terrible stock photos.
No, that doesn't tell me anything. Okay, so we've solved two of the little notes. For the most part, I mean, there might be something more to that first one.
Yeah.
Fix a look into it. I'll go ahead and open up the other one and Paint. Fire times 1, an L. Earth times 1, an A. I feel like there's something else that we're missing here.
It's probably one of those codes or one of those scannable codes that we're gonna have to.
Maybe. There was some stuff I wanted to look up though online. What was that one? Something about the book.
Well, I mean, they've got a code next to the picture of the book on your thing.
Oh, is that what that is?
Possibly.
Harlan Wells?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's go to that. Where here it is. Let's get my phone out.
You still have the program in it?
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, let's. Come on now. There we go. might be.
I'm surprised there wasn't a password. Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
16.
16. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I was about to say, what would it be? But yeah, 16 open. Okay. Ooh.
Oh, that's symbols for
Air,
the,
earth, fire, water.
that's symbols for those,
Yeah.
for that, so.
Okay. So let's close that out and go back to, not that. This one. Okay.
We're going to take screenshots of what he's seeing on his phone, just so.
Well, I got the recording thing.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it's recording video.
Okay. Okay, cool.
That's what I did last time.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What does it say?
It says air and earth equal 2. So I would say 1 and 1. Or wait, are they each 2? Or are they together? Equal 1. Always remember to leave the ferryman a coin before traveling up or down the river Styx.
Maybe,
I don't know what these triangles are for.
that's just the symbols of the elemental symbols.
Oh, okay. But yeah, maybe each one, air and...
I figure what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go down and then, like some sort of math problem, but whenever we go across, we're going to have to subtract 1, no matter what. Because you have to give him...
a coin.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're actually going down this list, or if it is what they call switch cipher, I think.
Since it's saying
oh,
the arrows are pointing up or down for the symbols, so maybe for fire, which is up.
Up one.
So maybe
Okay, let's.
T?
I have this in paint open, so let's try that. Okay. Oops, shit. I'll do that.
how about you?
Yeah, let's do that. You're so smart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so fire up and fire equals 1. 1 times 1 is 1. So, what is the... Let's see if I can zoom out here. Oop, wrong way. There we go. So, are we saying that would start with a B? Because fire is 1 times 1.
Give me your phone.
Up would be B. Unless, like I was saying, if it's a switch thing, instead of, that's what we'd start with, and you would change that, so instead L, you would go up 1 in the alphabet, so M. I think that would be up going to the next letter, or would it be up going backwards?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you don't know ciphers.
No.
Well, I know there's ciphers a lot where you get a set number of, or a number, and then you get some jumbled up letters, and say this is 1, it's this number, and if you're going up 1, you'd go to the next one up. So the alphabet, the next letter would be M, so that would make that M. But I don't know if it would go backwards.
I think we should just try and do this and see.
This first? Okay.
Do what we're trying to do first and
Because
see
then,
if that works.
You know, if it was 2, then it would have been N or something. That's how you get those letters. And you'd go one way or the other, like
Yeah.
left or right, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, so fire and water's 1, and
Okay,
air
so
and earth are 2.
Earth 2, so 2 times 1 is 2.
But earth is going down, so
That would make it G.
A.
No. Is it down 2 here or it's down?
I would assume down 2 there.
From here. Yeah, okay, because these ain't even lined up. So, down to A. And then what's next? Fire, so that's 1, so 5.
So 5
up.
up.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's just keep trying this and see if it makes sense once we're done.
Okay. Or is this saying, oh, like the 5th one on here and then down here?
I honestly don't know.
Let's just keep doing this. I'm just going to do at least half, and if it doesn't start making sense, once we get to the river, then we'll switch. Okay. Let's see what's
Unless-
next. Alright, water's 5. Let's be 10 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. S.
But wait, no, go back because we still have to owe him a coin, so it'd be 9 because we're crossing the river.
Okay, so still G.
I don't know if we're doing this right.
Yeah, it's feeling like we're not. Or maybe we start at the top and start at the bottom?
I mean,
So then that would be completely different. So that would be, if we start at the top, that'd be L. Whatever. T. No, that wouldn't make sense either. Let's see. Try mine. That'd be M. No, because that doesn't line up properly, does it?
no.
So L A S G E
Because I mean,
I
this one and that one, they're in the
S
water.
C H O R T B. Yeah, the same number. But I don't know what that would mean about the Pain Ferry. Note found inside book last checked out by someone going by the name Erebus Nix. Erebus and Nix identically were known as mythology as the parents of Charon. I wonder if that's referencing that one chick's father, maybe. Because she is the parent, or the child of the owner. And then since you pay the ferryman, well, no, you put the coin in the victim's mouth. And then, so yeah, no, I don't know. Earth times 1 is, what was Earth? 2. Be 2 by that. That'd be, what would be C, Y? Y? So yeah, Y, and then fire, again, would be 1 times 5 is 5. 5 up from S, so T, U, V, W, X.
None of that really lines up.
What do you mean it doesn't line up?
I
I mean, it's the same number of this. There's just as many of these as there are actual letters.
Oh, okay.
Even though the water 1 and Earth 2 are lined up with the river. But I don't know what it means by if you're crossing the river. Though,
I still thought maybe it'd be, go in the direction.
yeah. Let's see, what is water 5? Water is 1, that's 5G. But you're going down, so A, B, C, D, E, G, F, E, D, B, G, H, or F, E, D, C, B. And the air is 2. And that would be F. This might be it, actually.
What?
I know that's a bunch of just like ex-BF, but
Ex-boyfriend?
yeah, my ex-boyfriend. That's the first couple. So I'm going to keep on doing this. If you want
I can't do anything.
to, you can't do that, and that deals with that one right below it,
Oh.
don't it? Because it's about the logo, and that looks like the logo.
Yeah.
And then those letters, maybe removing those letters and see if the rest makes sense.
Maybe.
If you want to go get a notebook or something, or
I got my phone.
or yeah, your phone. Just won't be able to share it, but yeah. My boyfriend. Let's see. YXBF. water 1. Water is 1 down. So H. Okay. And then earth by 2. Earth down by 2. Fire by 1. Fire is 1, it's 1. Up H. Water was 1 down. So 5 down. O. N. M. L. K. J. Maybe. I don't know. This is kind of. First couple seemed alright, but now it's kind of getting weird. I wonder if what it meant by always remember to leave your ferryman a coin before traveling up or down the river Styx. Because it was alright the first part, my X, BF, and H, and then once you cross that river, it's kind of jump up. I wonder if once you go down there, instead of going the direction of this, you flip it. Because it says that would make that E, then H, I, G. I don't know. And then O, P, Q, R, T, T. Alright, there's 1, maybe. S, or P. Or maybe if you minus 1 off of them,
Maybe.
once you pass that, let's try that. So whatever the answer was, so Earth times 2, Earth was what, 2, so I'd make it 4, going down. Oh wait, what? I think I might even have that wrong. I think I was putting it 2, so yeah. Oh well, so but yeah. Fire, earth, fire, water, air, water, earth. Okay. So earth 2, that'd be 4, but minus 1, so that'd be 3. So 3 from C, D, E, F. No. Oh wait, going backwards. So C, B, A. Wait, no, this would be B, A, Z. Unless you're minusing 1 from this, and then that'd be 1 times 2 would be 2. Go down, that'd be an A. That would kind of make sense. Fire is 0, so 0 times 1 is 0, so you would just stay at H. Water 5 times 1, or 5 times 0 is to 5. first of 0, so that would be an O. Fire. Times 1. The O. The RT. Airs. No, I'm still not getting anywhere with anything over here.
Well, maybe we can skip that and try
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah, I'm not getting anywhere with that right now. What'd you get on that?
Alright, well, I didn't really know where to start when I started writing everything.
Okay, let's open with, oops, shit. Paint. Alrighty. Here we go. Maybe brushes, let's do red. Okay.
I didn't really know where actually to start when marking anything off. But the letters that were acting up, they said was K, H. But marking everything out, I came up to that, and I don't really know.
To well.
Yeah, I mean, you can go ahead and mark it out if you want.
Okay, what was it? KH.
KH,
So here's a K.
H, Z, L, P, O, and F. The F is a little higher, babe.
Yeah, whatever. There we go. Started with K, so I was thinking maybe I, and what was the next one? H?
Mhm.
I'll put N, Rav, choose. If you start right there, but that doesn't really make.
Yeah, that don't make much sense at all.
Hmm.
When you scan the code for
I'm gonna scan the code for what?
the
The one I was working? So it's talking about
no.
to get this?
No, the code with the cameras. Does it come up with a question? Because I know sometimes they come with questions.
Well, it said something about, I figured it had something to do with that decryption.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's
Maybe it's just jumbled up
maybe,
letters?
yeah, maybe it's just jumbled up letters.
Let's try that. Website. Footprint map. Okay. That's, oops, shit. I didn't want to do that. Okay.
I mean, starting with the K, that's
Whoops, shit, I guess probably not capital S. N. R. A. V. T. U. E. S. Oh, nope, password incorrect. Does that spell anything?
I don't really know. I mean,
Like if you mix around everything, please cameras, defense an irregular series of letters embedded into the code, and theorizes that they may be the password. Also tells you that there is some metadata embedded in the program that refers to a logo used by the polymer. First I was going to say if you went from that order that they mentioned them.
I mean, you can try what I mean, I started, when I first started, I, just started from T and went around and cut out whatever there was.
Yeah, but I mean, how they jump around, they might be in order.
What if you have to go start from K, which is wrong, so it'd be I.
Mm-hmm.
You circle around H, which is wrong. So F.
But F is also wrong at the end. Unless you just don't worry about it being wrong right now.
Until you circle back around, maybe?
Maybe. Just keep circling around?
Maybe. I mean, it's a sun.
Yeah, let's try that. So, we start with K, nothing. So, I. And then you go to F. Oh,
And then
what's next?
I'll go
Z, so that'd be E.
the next one was L.
Do you go to L? Oh yeah, that's what
I'd
we
circle
did.
around to L, which would be
T.
T. Then P.
P, which would be
N.
N. And then
O.
O. I. And then F. A.
Clear that whole, your sign.
Come on now. Okay.
I.
Stop that recording. So I.
And then we'll go to F.
That's what we just did.
And U.
When are we going to U?
Wait.
There's no T.
Crap. K. Z.
It should be an E. That's what I just said.
No, it looked like you might have skipped something, but.
Z and L. Be a T. Then a
P would be N.
O would be K. If we didn't have it already, whatever.
F.
Yeah. And if you're not counting that, we've already kind of skipped it. But if you did skip it, then K would be I again. But since we already used it, maybe N we already used R. And then for F would be A. If Etnera. I feel like there was something else that I was going to search or look up in order to get a little bit more information. Oh, the chick's her favorite person.
Ophelia
Ophelia, yeah.
from Hamlet.
Yeah, Hamlet. Whoever that was. Let's see here. I'm going to be having an affair with Garrett Toomey. Yeah, favorite character in Hamlet was Ophelia, who eventually goes insane and drowns herself. Well, that kind of tells you. This one's harder than the last one. I like the little picture puzzles here.
Wait a second. Why did Ophelia go insane and kill herself?
Yeah. Let's see. Ophelia. Hamlet, yeah, here. Hamlet, Ophelia, spark notes. Ophelia's role. Holy shit, fuckers. All this. Let's do it. Pop up bullshit. Okay. Oh, fuck y'all. Ophelia's role in the play revolves around her relationship with three men. She is the daughter of Polynesius, the sister of whoever, and up until the beginning of the play's events, she has also been romantically involved with Hamlet. Ophelia's relationship with these men restrict her agency and eventually lead to her death. From her very first scene, men tell Ophelia what to do. In Act 1, Scene 3, where we first meet her, her Latris and Polonius admonish Ophelia not to trust Hamlet's expression of love despite the force of their warnings. They both trust Ophelia to make her own decisions. However, as the question of Hamlet's state of mind increasingly dire, Polonius tightens the reins on his daughter. Is she the one whose father worked at the thing?
Yeah, I believe so.
Let's see. Yeah, her father owned it. So, I mean, that kind of would tie into that maybe a little bit. I don't know why I gave his name. He's not, unless this is Garrett Knight owns it. Probably we have a Garrett Toomey.
Kind of weird.
And it could be like a fake name or a middle name. Garrett Toomey Knight. Or something. I don't know.
He was spotted hanging out with her.
Was he?
Yeah, in his file.
Let's go. That's victims, suspects. Spotted with Allison Knight. So is that her father? He doesn't look. Well, I mean, I would say somewhere between 30 and 50 for the killer. If she's in college, she's probably in her 20s. So if he was 40s, 50s, yeah. It doesn't give his age, but I guess he could pass as a 40 or 50-year-old. About 10 years older than us.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that could be her father.
Possibly.
But yeah, I would say that's a possibility. He had been spotted out recently with Allison. His name's Garrett. Her father's name is Garrett. He might have changed his last name for some reason or whatever.
But, I mean, not only being an owner of a restaurant and a professor at a school, I mean, that's a lot of shit to do.
It would be, but an owner, we've watched Bar Rescue. A lot of owners don't do too much except maybe a few paperwork. They have managers and stuff that actually manage.
I'm sure.
And a lot of them are kind of more hands-off ownership. They own it, they might run payroll, but that's about it. And then going to college, I mean, you only teach certain classes certain days.
Yeah, but
I mean, so it's not unlikely.
a lot of the wait, this is a restaurant, not a bar.
Well, I know that, but I'm just saying owners of establishments like that.
A lot of the not really their owners are also, you know, with failing restaurants and such.
Well, it never says anything about this. It says
I don't know.
the Apollo that one dude, one of the suspects had wrote a bad review about a year ago, so it could be failing. Let's see here. Suspect number Ryan. Number Ryan. But yeah, disliked by restaurant staff because of scathing review last year. So it could be bad. Or failing or something. So that's not a bad thing. But yeah, I'm gonna just read this and talk about her and her father. Who else? Her lover. So I don't know who that would make a reference.
I don't think there was any of the men dating her.
Well, not that we know of. Only one that I know dated was Joseph dating Jessica.
Yeah.
And then somebody having an affair?
Yeah, with Crystal.
Who was having an affair?
The professor.
Oh, her father. Or
The one you think is her father.
might be her father, yeah.
Just because they have the same first name, which is a very common first name.
It is a common first name, but for a fictional story that you create, the likelihood of giving a lot of characters the same names, I mean, you could make it try to be realistic and this and that. I've seen it done, but still.
We still need to try to figure out these clues.
I don't know. Let's see. Let's go back. Are there other... What was this question? Where did the ferryman flee after third murder? I would say that's probably going to be answered about that.
What was that found with?
It's not found with it, but I think I remember seeing somewhere about suspects slipping up on the third one because he didn't have enough time. So more likely, with aggressive murder, the killer was meticulous, left nothing behind except those things that were intensely during the last murder. However, he was interrupted before he could stage the body precisely. He fled to someplace nearby. This is our chance to capture him, or whatever. Oh, that might reference it.
Where was she killed?
They was all by some lake. I remember seeing it somewhere. Some body of water where he drowned.
Does it specify where exactly
Yeah,
victim
so
3 was killed?
what else is this? The police thinks the police somewhere. All the victims have been killed near bodies of water. In each case, the victim has been drowned first, then dragged to shore where a coin is placed in the mouth and a note is left at the scene. The moment is clear all the details of these factors into the case. However, we have created a profile such as...
What note was found with victim 3?
Scroll down, it'd be the third clue. I think it's the one that we've already figured. The no tools in his hand, that one. Found with victim 3, yeah. No tools in my hands. But it's left by the murderer. But it was in her pocket. Why would you stick in the pocket? I don't know. During the last murder, however, he was... let's see. I thought I seen somewhere with the name of a lake. I could be wrong, but I thought... Maybe not.
Did he go to the Apollo room after killing her?
Oh, I didn't see anything about that. Over this introductory thing, see if there's anything kind of jumps out besides just that.
What animal was left behind at each crime scene?
I haven't seen anything about that. I've just seen something about a coin and the note. The only animal I can think of on a coin would be an eagle, but I figure it's probably an actual animal, not some metaphorical thing like that. Because it doesn't say what kind of coin. If it said like a quarter or something, I'd be more inclined to do that.
I need to figure out these other two.
Yeah, I could have swore I seen something about a lake earlier. Maybe not. I don't know. What was the first note? I know you figured out that, but what else?
I'll wait for no one.
I know that, but I mean, see if there might be any other clues in it. Because I don't know what that would signify or wait for no one. Unless that was like an answer to something that I have to scan, but I haven't, the ones that have the questions, I haven't noticed anything that would insinuate that. Kilbicor is the girl's offering to the underworld. When she reaches Hades, her life will be traded for another. All my intentions are good. I just don't think anyone understands. Tomorrow's currents wash away today's transgressions. Freedom, it seems, comes. Death must be appeasable. I'm sure the "I wait for no one" is referencing death, but I don't know. Taken from security camera footage. What is that? I wonder if this has anything to do with
Maybe he went, no.
the I'm not really seeing any reference to anything. I don't know. I was just thinking maybe since this has to do with the security camera code, and I don't know why else they would put this here.
I still just think it's to show us the mask.
Yeah, I figured that, but I mean, I don't know, the other box, it was, everything had a purpose.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's might be a purpose here. But don't know. No. For no one, no tools on my hand. But yeah, do you think the no tools on my hand would be it saying that it's not Joseph?
I mean, I would assume
Um,
that's what it means, but
maybe go over there and put an X on him since we kind of eliminated him at the moment. I wouldn't erase everything just in case, but maybe go ahead and put an X across them.
pull up the puzzle with that one that we found when we scanned.
Go back and scan it again. What was that? That was the
Chariot one, or that, yeah. Why didn't you screenshot it?
Screenshot what?
When you, but before you left the website, the page, why didn't you just screenshot it?
Oh, I don't know. I just didn't think about it. Okay. At least it didn't ask us again how many.
Yeah, right.
I
Wish I remembered.
Air and earth equal 2, one's up, one's down, and then fire and water equal 1, and there's one up and one down. If you're doing the arrow pointing. So.
The only thing I can actually think of is maybe, none of these add up to more than, it doesn't, none of these really add up higher than 5, do they?
No.
So what if, I know it mentioned leaving a coin.
key. And if it points up, it's that. If it points down, it's this.
Yeah,
And
but
then
we
maybe
gotta
once
always
you
remember to subtract 1.
cross the river. So one of these two would be crossing the river, and then everything else is fine. Everything else is fine.
Possibly, since
Since
they're
they're
at the
lined up.
river.
No. And then do that again. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, fuck it, whatever.
Okay, so fire and water were 1.
What was it? Fire and water 1, yeah. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna top that up over
That's
here.
what I was about to say.
Top up this 1. Earth is 2. 1. 1, 2,
2.
1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2.
Alright, and fire will be going. Fire and air both go up.
Okay, yeah, let's just. Okay. Oh shit. Oh, looks like I wanna. I can go ahead and stop that. Let's move that pulled up. But yeah, fire and air up.
Yep.
Up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Okay. So 1 up. Okay. Times 1. That's 1. So 1 up.
I was thinking more, up from the river or down the river. That's what I was kind of thinking.
Okay. So
Maybe 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But there's also no zeros, are there?
well, yeah. Some of them, if you subtract 1, it would be
Oh, yeah.
2 times 2 would be. Oh wait. No, like 1 times 1, and if you subtract 1 for that,
Okay.
and that would be a 0. If you did these down here. So I'm still going to try to go straight with things since it's the same number. So L, and then that'd be 1 down. So either let's Z.
But you wouldn't be going anywhere because you're stuck.
That would be 0.
Yeah. So it'd be
Zero,
L.
okay. And then that. So we're gonna go still with that numbers right here.
Yeah, let's just.
Okay, try that. So L, and 1 down would be A. And then that would be 5. Wait,
Earth is 2, so it'd be 1.
yeah. Well, I'm wondering what the up and down, if that really matters. Or if we're just gonna, okay, whatever. So that would be.
I wonder if you have to start from the river going up or down.
The river. Yeah.
So we're going
Does-
up from fire.
Does it say up or down from the river? It just says up or down the river.
I would
Doesn't say
assume
from.
maybe. I would assume start at the river. Like that's our middle point.
Okay. And then up, down
Yeah.
for that?
Either way, that number on the side is subtracted by 1.
Yeah. But I mean, we still go up and down.
Yeah,
Into those.
That's
Okay.
what we're going to try.
So up from the river, that'd be 0, so that'd be an I.
Yeah.
Down by 1, be an H.
Up by 4 would
4.
be
A.
A. Down by 4 would be T.
These cats, I swear.
up
T.
by 1 would be E.
E. I hate.
This is
Okay.
starting to make
More sense, yeah. I like that my ex-BF. Or
Oh, you came up.
So that's kind of.
And then it went to like ZWB.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, no,
Fuck
okay.
it.
Okay. And I think I got that F wrong because when I redid it was G. But I hate. So what was that? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're here.
We're on water. 1
What
down.
town?
So,
So 0?
We're on 0 down, so that'd be C.
Okay, I hate C. K, the next one.
B.
Okay, 2 times 2 is 4, so 3 down. R? And then, 1 times 1. 1, 0 up. I hate critics, maybe.
Maybe.
Because, it said the staff at that one place disliked the review. So that could be it. Okay, so where are we at?
I think we were at the...
Here. 1 times 5 by 4 down. Crits. Yeah, okay, I think we're getting somewhere.
Okay.
1, that's 0 up is I. 0
C.
down, C. 3 up is
S.
S. Critics,
I
yep.
hate critics. Okay.
I hate critics.
Which is nice, but I don't really know where it asks anything.
No,
But
I think this is
wait,
clues
no.
of...
Okay, so it can't
Who-
be Ryan because he is a critic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've basically cut out 2, the carpenter and the critic. That's why I'm saying it's going to be clues for that. So I hate critics. Bam. Okay. So we got that. We still need this other puzzle to do stuff. Let's see, the ferryman seems to have dismantled them and enabled a password to keep them locked. The systems that runs the cameras he identifies in a regular series of letters embedded in the code.
Did we try
Yeah.
typing in where the camera footage was at? To see if maybe that's where the killer went? Like,
That's where I seen the lake. Albert the Lake. No, I didn't. But yeah, okay.
because maybe he
Did
went...
that where he fled to? Was the lake? Which thing was that?
I mean...
Where did the ferryman flee after third murder?
Because he would go there to kill or destroy the evidence, so maybe he went to...
Well, he said it was interrupted and he left. But I will give that a shot. So, boom, okay. That didn't take long. Okay, here we go. Al Ferryman. Al Ferryman. The name of the PDF. What animal? I wonder if that.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't typed anything here, but that was. I just happened to notice this. Albert. Nethy. Lake. I know that he never went. No, that's not where he went to. But where's the one about the animal?
At the very bottom. So the camera died sometime while we were solving that last puzzle.
Or maybe afterwards, hopefully. I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe. I don't know. We weren't really paying too much attention.
We just looked up and the camera's black.
We
so
just know it was while we were solving the river puzzle. And we'll find out when Garrett goes through and edits everything in a little bit.
So we...
Deduced that Ryan Foster, the
could be-
blogger,
Yeah.
wasn't the killer.
Since he is a critic. I mean, there is a possibility you could be a critic. and-
Self-hating critic.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a lot of people that work at places they don't like. They could hate those type of people, but they still work there because it's money. But
For the sake of the puzzle,
for the sake of the game, we so far have deducted Joseph Murray, since he's a carpenter, and that one said something about
no tools in hand.
Yeah, no tools in hand, and carpenters work with tools. So I'm going to
We're
eliminate
going to guess
Joseph.
that some of
isn't
these
it?
puzzles are telling us who isn't the killer.
Ryan Foster, like she says, the blogger, so we eliminate him. So we're down to Milo Costas and Garrett Toomey, which I am still going to say at the moment is Garrett Knight, maybe. Just because I want to. And also, he's the professor of the university, and from the start, that was going to be my number one dude. Him and the carpenter.
Also, out of...
The carpenter's not there, so yeah.
I mean, out of all of the victims, he's the only... Or out of all the suspects left, he's the only one that has a likely possibility of knowing all of the victims, personally. Yeah. Milo Costas, he works at the Apollo Room, but...
He works there.
I mean, not everybody... I mean, the daughter doesn't work there, and only one of them actually works there with him, so...
Yeah, I mean, he's been fired for being or for some misogynist statements.
Fired for being gross.
Well, I mean,
he's fired from other places. It didn't.
Yeah, I know. He's not fired from there, but he has been fired for misogynistic statements made towards women. Of course. So, I mean, since all the victims are women...
It's possible.
It's possible. But also, Garrett Toomey is known as a womanizer. So, yeah.
He has possibly had an affair with one of the victims and was recently seen with another victim, so...
Yeah, and also, like I said, if that is Knight, then he is one of the victim's father.
He's still going to hold on to that possibility that it's a dad.
It's a possibility.
Just because of the same name.
I swear, if we fucking get one of these and it says something about fucking GT Knight or something, I'm going to be like, BAM! No, even if it doesn't fucking completely spell it out, I'm going to be like, told you. Like, if we get the answer afterwards and it actually explains everything, it says that his name was changed, called it at the very fucking beginning.
Like the Carnival one where I told you to try out
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt's name, and you said no because there's no possibility it's him.
Well, I was under the assumption at that point, since it said no caps on some of them and no caps, no spaces, since that one asked for no caps, no spaces, there would have been that space there. So I was only going to do that. And then later on when you asked again, I think I already put that in. But yeah. So that was my only reasoning there. But, like the Carnival one, I called it being the killer was the killer that was. From our unboxing, I was like, yep, it's him, totally. So yeah, let's see if we can make this a trend here. But, well, that's what happened. We figured that out. I don't know if y'all got that or not. But there's a possibility, maybe not, because the camera died.
And we weren't paying any attention to it.
And then I started trying to go back with that sun puzzle, which is the only puzzle we have not figured out yet.
We're still stuck on it, but I'm sure we'll figure it out, hopefully. And if not, Derek will figure it out, because I have to go to bed soon.
Yeah. I mean, we have hints that we could look at.
But we want to try not to.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a hint, that's a possibility. I don't want to find the answer.
Yeah.
I mean, if it kind of guides us somewhere, that might be something we might have to look into. But I would prefer not. And I don't know how their hints are on here, since we haven't used one. But, yeah. I might... If we do get to that point, instead of looking up a hint for this, go get the Carnival box and grab whatever with the hints. What was it on their website?
I don't know.
And just to see what their hints are like.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Just to see.
Yeah. That way, since we've already done that one, we know everything. It's not really going to spoil anything. But for this one, I don't want to go into it thinking it's just going to be a hint. And it's like, oh, this is the thing.
Now, I don't know what the letter...
Okay, this is what that one thing said.
Yeah.
We're out of place or something. So that would be, these would be left. And that's starting with the right here.
Now, I don't know what would start from K, but I would just say go maybe around to H, because you had to go, or maybe, since you had to follow the sun to H, it's F.
Well, F is a no-go here. Okay, so those letters are out of place.
Did it say they were out of place?
For analysis of irregular series of letters embedded in the code.
So they're not out of place, they're just...
Useful in crack, and theorizes they may be useful in cracking the password. Huh. It also says metadame is whatever. And then still a picture of him. Taken from security camera footage. I'm still thinking there is something here.
I don't know, dear.
But I could be just reaching for something that's not there, but...
Yeah, because I mean, none of the other stock photos that they put in the documents had anything to do with anything else, so...
No, but those were front and backs. This is just a one-sided. There's nothing on the back side. Like the victim ones, that was the front, and then the back with their information. And same thing with the suspects, the front and the back. But this was just by itself. So I'm not... I mean, if it had a back and then that's where the security camera thing was, I could see that. But I don't think it was even by camera. No, because it was placed when they put it in between two of the notes.
Yeah.
So it's not even like right after. I mean, if that was placed where the sealing down the whatever it is, I could believe that could just been on the back side of the security camera. But it's not, since it's so far apart.
What if the swirls on the sun are important? Like...
Yeah, because that's why I was saying something, because I seen this, how it swirls inwards, like this is the center, and it's swirling in.
So this would be like the letter, but...
yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, and it's kind of going around.
They're swirling away from the K's, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was doing earlier.
I don't know if...
Took away all of those and kept those. Since they're
but
swirling there.
I don't know if you would have to go, which way you have to go, but it'd be like either I or O, and you'd be going this way to H, so it'd be either R or F. Wait, no, inward, so...
And that would be H. So I-H.
Maybe we could try O, and then the next letter H, so R.
No, R's got swirled away though. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Maybe they had something to do with the swirls, since they do have swirls facing different ways. If all the swirls were facing like down towards the center or something, I wouldn't thought anything about it, but some of them it's double facing. You don't have one facing and the other facing away from it. It's consistent. It's either both backs are to it or both fronts to it. Everyone. So yeah, that's what I was saying something earlier. Maybe if that's just a hint for that, but I still don't really know how to
Do about it.
work it. Yeah. I'm sorry. Out of these that are in it, since I said this was a K, the H is there. H is there, and then Z, no, L, yeah. P,
No.
O,
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
What are all of the letters that's still in the thing?
Where's... This is what they gave us.
Yeah.
This
now,
is all the other...
what are all of the letters that's got the,
Okay. Well, it's just... Oh, shit. Oh, fuckers. What the fuck?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to fill the space.
No.
What the fuck? Okay, so let's see about these. There's an I, the N, A, U, E, that would be it. That's inside the little...
Is that with the letters? No, that's not with the letters. That's that we took out.
This is from these, and this is from
Yeah.
that. So that would be all of them. This would be the ones that are inside the circle if you look at both of these. So this is inside the little swirls.
Does that make a word?
No, I don't know where. No. Unless you... This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, it's gonna be every other letter.
And it's 9 and 7. I was gonna say if maybe there was the exact same amount, if it was like 8 and 8, maybe it was like a key. You use one set of letters to define what the other set of letters are. Depending whatever. Like if there's 8 and 8, you know, figure out how far K, you go around from K to H, and then you do the same the next,
Yeah.
but no.
I mean, it mentions letters and that the sun's used in it, but it doesn't give us anything else.
I just want to keep reading over it, thinking that there might be a regular series of letters embedded in the code, and there is that there may be incorrect in the password. And it also tells you that there is some metadata embedded in the program that refers to the logo used in Apollo Room.
I don't know. I do know that I need to go to bed. So you can either try and solve it by yourself, or we can try and put this on hold and solve it tomorrow.
I might keep on at it right now, and then if not, then I wonder if maybe whatever's left over, something about the place. Since this is the only place that has that name, they could have easily just put security cameras.
Yeah.
Maybe figure out something that we've already kind of figured out and incorporate it with.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to bed. Derek's going to keep doing his thing, and maybe y'all can watch him finish it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sleepy because I've been up all day. But anyway, bye.
So yeah, we're gonna call it a night right now. She's gotta go to work in the morning. I could probably sit here for hours trying to figure out what that is, and I'm sure eventually I'd figure it out. But I've been up all day. Got up early this morning. Haven't been sleeping good here lately, so getting some sleep, even though I'm not going to go to bed now, but getting some sleep and sleeping on it might jar some things in my mind for tomorrow. So I am going to go ahead and call it good. And we'll try to finish this up tomorrow night, I guess. So yeah. So we are back. It's day 2 or night 2 of trying to do this Ferryman, the mini mystery that we should have probably been done with a long time ago. We're still stuck on this sun cipher with a security camera. I'm going to be pissed if this isn't go together, but since it says something about the logo that's provided or whatever, surely it is.
We don't have a lot of time because I gotta go to bed soon.
Because she has to get up even earlier tomorrow. But I believe this is the last puzzle we got left. We haven't looked at it since last night. I had a thought after we ended last night. I think I mentioned to you about the space between the...
I don't know.
Try that, try a couple other things, and then if we can't, then I don't want to use the hints. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we might. Let's see. What are these letters again? Since this is a new document.
I just wish I knew where the starting point was.
I feel there will like it would be a K if it's those letters or an I if it's not. What are you doing?
I'm gonna search up different ciphers.
Circle cipher type of stuff. Sun cipher. Oh, let's try this. I'm gonna try. I have like two ideas of what this might be. I know I mentioned one to her last night after we get done, and I'm going to try it. And if that doesn't work, then I'm going to try something else that just kind of came to me earlier. Let's see. So INRHFAVTVS. I remember that part. Oh yeah. So let's say we mark out. Oh shit, that's very large. Let's make smaller. Okay, I was saying something about maybe the ones in between that would be. Let's mark that out. Alright, it's very small. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay, here we go. Between those are blacked out, maybe. See if that works. Spells anything. What type of brush is this? Oh wow, that's really small. The L. No. No, that's not it. That's not fucking working at all. I got one more idea. Since the sun is like arrows, I saw this earlier watching one of those videos, like something, but it was like with numbers, and it was like to have this many, but it was a couple arrows pointing, and you had to follow the arrow back, and it was the one on the opposite side.
Yeah.
I don't believe we did anything like that. So maybe let's see what the K, the opposite of K would be V. And then the H, E, Z, R, L, O, I, P, T, A. That might have been it.
Veritas?
Isn't that like a Greek god or something? I mean, this is a lot of Greek things.
Let's Google it.
Yeah. It's like I'll Google it on my phone, so we have the screen thing. I probably could have done it on the computer, but well. Let's go to screen record. Bam. Google. Veritas. In Roman mythology,
Well, you can still try Veritas.
Veritas, meaning truth, is the goddess of truth, a son of Saturn called Kronos by the Greeks, the titan of time, perhaps the first.
Roman and Greek mythology are pretty close.
I was supposed to say, a lot of people they kind of intertwine and mix match different names, and this is mostly Greek. Yeah, let's. I don't know, we can try, but it spells that. I mean.
Try scanning it and see.
Oh yeah, is this it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Boom. Here, scanner.
Maybe we got this.
Maybe this is all we needed was. Of course, that video helped if it is. Come on. Is it not going to scan? There we go. Is that footprint? Is it loading? I'll probably see that. Oh wait, yeah, I still got typing in. I was like, what the fuck?
Type in password.
Oh, this has been way too long. Let's see here. Open.
Nope, we did
Oh
it.
shit, that worked. Okay. What? Footprints of 210, 160, something says that.
160 pounds.
Was it 160 or 180?
I believe he was 160 pounds.
I said 180. Let's see here. Come on, go next. Or not, whatever. Yeah. I think maybe the other way.
The other way.
Fuck y'all. Let's just go down here. Where's the back of the boot? Here's this. I think that was probably it though. Yeah.
You work one.
Yeah, I know. Come on, open. Don't be stupid now. We finally got this. I know. It just took too long yesterday.
180, okay.
180, yes, approximately.
Okay, so where's he going from?
So, body was found here. Nick's wine bar? Okay.
Which there was a...
Something asking where.
That one, I believe.
Where did the Ferryman flee? That's a murder. Whatever you...
Yeah.
Nick's wine bar? Nick's... Because wine bar was in parentheses. No. Go back here.
That didn't take long at all.
That's what I said yesterday. It wasn't. I don't know why. NYX.
Just try what? Nick's first.
Okay. Yep. Greek coin dropped at the wine bar by the culprit.
Which is an owl.
An owl, which we figured because the owl ferryman. Okay.
What else was there to solve?
I think that was it. I think the last one. We still don't really know. We still haven't really had much proof.
I say it's Toomey.
That's what I was saying all along. I think his real name's probably Garrett Knight.
I don't.
Or Garrett Knight could be Garrett Toomey, and that could be his real name either way. I still think it's
still
the same person.
going on this.
I'm still going to say it's the same person regardless. Yeah, but I think that was it. I don't know, we had to solve.
Is it?
Solve puzzles use the ferryman's last name and the animal left behind. But I feel like we've eliminated 2 and we kind of stuck with 3.
You'd think there would be another thing.
Let's go back to, let's see, what is there history on here? Let's go back to the other one and look and see what the other options are for the camera, the footpath. See if each one leads differently. Because one of them was a waiter at the whatever. Of course, I would also think the professor would have went back to college or something. I don't know. Going to one of those places. Unless these are underage people and it being wine.
I don't think they're underage.
Well, I mean, it's college, so I mean, that'd be about the area. But I mean, if you're going to a wine place, you would have to be of age. How did you spell it?
Veritas. Veritas. ITAS.
There was a loose change arcade, Capamu Shorty, Upper Shorty. No, it doesn't really give us anything.
Well, we only really have 2.
We have 2 options. We have Garrett Toomey and
let's try
Malo Costas.
Yeah, let's try the one that we're thinking.
I'm thinking of it just because of stuff that's not really given in game, so I mean, you would think that it would have. Let's cancel that. Oh, I guess the podcast kept it open because I want to scan this. I'm not all here. I am tired. I'm going to go to bed after this.
Alright. You're actually going to bed early?
I am fucking tired.
Sweet.
The kids have been, yeah. So yeah, let's see here. Oops, shit. Yeah. The website. Last name. So
Toomey.
no caps, no spaces. Toom.
EY.
EY. And then an owl, which, like I said, if it was a coin, I was thinking like an eagle or something until we seen where it said owl Ferryman.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, that was pretty easy. We don't even have to solve this to do this.
Oh, okay.
But I was thinking it was going to be something more. Oh, yep. Garrett Toomey. Bam. Again. Called it. I'm going to have to do this for the other ones to see if I can call them
Okay.
consistently. I have it ready for the other stuff. Well, let's see. How many pages is this one? Page and a half. Garrett Toomey was a byproduct of his upbringing. After nearly drowning in a lake as a young boy and being saved by his mother, he associated water with death and his mother with life. From that point on, he spent every waking minute by his mother's side, never daring to leave her out of fear that death would follow. His mother, his mother knew that Garrett was traumatized by the lake incident and was well aware that her son needed counseling, but money for such things wasn't available. Cecilia Toomey was a single mother who cleaned houses to make ends meet, and it was all she could do to pay the bills they had. Hiring a counselor of any sort to help her son just wasn't in the cards. Eventually, as he grew older, Garrett developed an interest in classical literature, which seemed to help him move past the incident. He lost himself in every book he could get his hands on, and because of this, he was able to briefly escape the fear of death and separation from his mother that plagued him. It was at this time that he discovered Greek and Roman mythology, which eventually led him to varying accounts of. This fucking thing keeps scrolling side to side and it's fucking me up. Greek accounts of the Ferryman. Based on his previous history, the stories about this mythical figure fascinated him, and he read everything he could about the frightening skiff pilot who transported the souls of the dead across the river of the underworld. Even here in these centuries-old stories, death and water had a very definite link, and he was fascinated by it all. He carried this fascination with gods and monsters with him all through high school and college and even into the academic world as he became a college professor of literature at Valley Falls University. Still...
What is?
Wait, never mind. I was thinking
You threw
Garrett...
me off. What the hell?
I was thinking Garrett Knight was a professor. I was like, got it, but no. Okay.
He won't let it go.
I won't.
Just because they have this same first name, which is a common first name.
I mean, also, yeah, it kind of associates with some of the other people, so yeah. It could be a reason. Still, his devotion to his mother never wavered, and he doted on her endlessly.
Yes, that sounds right.
And that's what it says. People, of course, noticed his unusual love for his mother, but chalked it up to eccentricity.
Eccentricity.
Yeah, that. Not knowing about the tragedy in his young life that had spawned such loyalty. Because his mother was always the central driving figure in his life, he always related better to women than men. And soon he became known around campus as one of those professors with an eye for his female students. He fell under investigation several times for fraternization with students, but somehow always made it through unscathed. Still, the rumors persisted, and there were always those students who would offer him the attention he craved in exchange for the grades they needed to survive his class. It wasn't until his mother suffered a sudden stroke and died without warning that things changed forever for Garrett Toomey. As his world was turned upside down suddenly, and the person he treasured more than anyone else was stolen away from him, Garrett
Suffered.
suffered. Yeah, I'm tired,
Do you
people.
want me to read the tiny words?
No, I'm good. Suffered a psychotic break. Driven back to the stories of the ferryman and the underworld that brought him out of his deep depression as a young man, a strange idea formed in his mind that he couldn't shake. He knew that deals were made in the underworld all the time, and he couldn't help thinking that a deal could be made to bring his mother back as well. Thus he hatched a plan to trade the souls of the living to the ferryman of legend in exchange for returning his dead mother back to him, life for life. Given the way he had with the co-eds at Valley Falls University, finding the women to trade with Sharon wasn't difficult. However, things didn't go as planned. Murdering the first girl and leaving the fee for Sharon didn't work. Murdering the second and third girl didn't work either. However, Garrett wasn't going to stop until his dead mother was brought back from the void. Fortunately, you discovered his true identity and had brought an end to his reign of terror, putting a stop to the killings and dashing any delusional hopes he may have had of seeing his dead mother again. To say that Garrett Toomey was distraught when he was apprehended is an understatement. Not only did you rob him of his freedom, but you also stole away any chance he had of being reunited with Cecilia Toomey. You don't envision a good outcome for him in jail, and wouldn't be surprised if he tries to kill himself once inside. As a final act of kindness, you give him the coin you found at Nick's. Based on his frame of mind, you wouldn't be surprised if he needed to pay the ferryman soon. If such a thing happens, you hope that he is reunited with his mother in the afterlife. Use the code FERRY15 to get 15% off all one-time boxes, excludes bundles.
Cool.
We can get 15% off one-time bundle, or one-time thing.
Well, that's cool.
Okay, so we solved this. I'm still a little...
Confused? It didn't do much of anything about
No.
Milo.
It didn't really... It still didn't eliminate Milo anywhere that I noticed.
Yeah.
Unless we just missed something, but I don't feel like I did.
There were only like 4 fucking puzzles.
There's
It
30.
wasn't as thorough as
Yeah, it was supposed to be a mini
others.
mystery that you could get done faster. And then how...
I think the way that they said it was just too fast.
I could see the no tools in my hands eliminating Joseph. The critic part to that, but the other one, I wait for no one.
Oh, waiter.
Oh, wait, yeah, okay.
Waiter.
Okay, that would have eliminated him. That was the first one we got done. Okay, never mind.
Okay,
It
so
did eliminate it.
okay.
But I was thinking, I was set on Toomey just from the stars, so that's where I was going to go anyways. But I was wanting something to eliminate the others for reassurance. And yeah, I forgot we'd done that, and I was thinking, well, there's got to be something.
We did it so early into the thing. While
Yeah.
he was reading, I figured it out, and we
Yeah, and then
didn't
I was
connect
thinking,
that everything else was...
I wait for no one was like a metaphor for death, which I'm sure it probably still was, since the ferryman and all this stuff, death waits for no one, comes whenever. But I didn't think about it being a clue of eliminating people.
Yeah.
And I didn't think that until we got to that no tools in my hands. I was like, well, I'm guessing that's the carpenter.
Yeah. What I don't get
so that
is,
makes more.
I mean, the other one, even the puzzles seem to make a little bit of sense, because the spirits were trying to get you to the killer. Why would he leave notes that tells everybody that he's not Joseph, Ryan, or Milo? I mean, I don't understand why his notes would come up saying that he hates critics or doesn't carry tools. I don't really understand why.
I don't know, unless he knew who the other suspects were.
Yeah, but
And it said in the briefing that he was like acting like he wanted to get caught. I don't know why.
Yeah, but those were all the notes that we found were found with each of the 3 people that he killed,
Yeah.
so he wouldn't have known who the other suspects
Yeah, that's
were.
what I'm thinking.
I think they were a little too rushed on making this puzzle, to be honest.
It was free, so I'm
Yeah,
not
it was a
complaining
free
too much.
puzzle, but
It was fun. I liked trying to solve them, even though
that one really,
And
it
then
really got us.
if I wasn't so much into Roman and Greek gods as a younger kid, even after we got that Veritas, yeah, that one. If I didn't get to that and that click a little bit, I would have just seen that as a bunch of jumbled letters and I don't know. But I seen that, I was like, I think I vaguely remember something. So yeah. But I like puzzles like that, make you think, and you have to kind of broaden your span. So I kind of like that. But yeah, I feel like it's kind of rushed. And something I noticed in the carnival one that we didn't really get much here is more motive. Because there was nothing said about anybody's mother drowning or anything like that. Said something about fear of water, that's why he's drowning them, but nothing about his mother. And
well, I mean, it did mention that he was wanting to, take a life to bring her back.
Well, I know that. I mean once we solved it,
drowning because
Yeah, I understood the reasonings once we finished.
Why he picked those women in particular.
No, I'm saying like while he's trying to figure out who it was and stuff, I didn't see any clues of why he was doing it.
Yeah.
Like with the carnival one, we got little clues about bankruptcy and
Yeah.
Don't trust people or your partner will double cross you. So we knew there's multiple people, which we figured that at that point. Knew about the bankruptcy, they just need money. Something about banks being robbed and stuff like this. So we got clues. But him, I do think I remember in the briefing saying something about fear of water somewhere, but never said I don't think anything about him almost drowning or anything about being attached to his mother or anything like that. So I feel like there could have been more storytelling elements to it.
I mean, we got the puzzle aspect that we enjoyed.
Yeah, I mean that's one reason why I wanted to start doing these, just because of I like these ciphers and stuff. I'm not very versed in solving them.
Yeah.
But I've always liked that kind of replacing different images with letters and trying to figure out what pattern and code to go with stuff. And I like the whole mystery and trying to be like, okay, who done it?
Yeah.
I can eliminate this person. I can eliminate this person.
I grew up playing Clue all the time.
Yeah, like Clue and other murder mystery type things like that.
Yeah.
I used to love watching murder mystery shows, like the Murder Mystery Party type of ordeals. I mean, I like doing that. Just eliminating suspects. It's almost like playing. What was it? Guess Who?
Yeah.
That's the game where brown hair. Okay, it's not these people.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that type of games and stuff. Even if it's not just this person had brown hair and then like half of the people have like blonde hair or something.
Yeah.
I like the more harder stuff. But I feel like for this one, I would prefer a little bit more storytelling.
Yeah, but I mean, it was free.
I mean, it was free.
If they threw in more story, it would have been worth more money.
Yeah,
because those puzzles. I mean, unless you actually knew. I mean, we don't know much in the cipher world, as Derek said. But
yeah, I've been watching more of her lately. That's kind of how I figured out that Sun, because I've been watching some people solve like other boxes, not like from Deadbolt Mystery, but like Hunted Killer and different ones. And Hunted Killers, their ciphers are there's some yeah.
Yeah, we're still amateurs. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean that's more advanced level ciphers at times. Some of them's alright, but like we watch one while it has something to do about the Navy flags or whatever, the letters that they spell out, or Coast Guard flags.
I don't know what kind of flags. It was just
flags. It's like the two flags holding different positions, and I know the people that was doing it was like I had no idea that was even a thing. I didn't either. But yeah. But I mean we'll get better and get used to more ciphers. I think that's one during the carnival one. I was like, just trying to grasp it. So I was like, maybe it's this type of cipher, or it's this type. Like the river one on here, I was like, I know this is a type of cipher. Let's see if this works. Because I'm like, I know some up and down the alphabet that way. Which is more actually what was given than trying to grab for something. But yeah. But I still enjoyed it. I like the aspect. I like the Ferryman. I've always liked more death type stuff. So. The theme and stuff I liked the Greek.
Cute.
It threw me off a little bit about the Roman part until at the end it said Greek and Roman, so yeah. But yeah, I would say still a little bit more storytelling.
I do hate that we spent about an hour on that puzzle last night, and we finished it today in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, God. Like I said, last night I was like, we're tired. Brain's been working too much. That's just...
I know last night I was ready to throw in that towel and go to bed. I'm actually ready to go to bed now.
Yeah. I know, fucking... They come with hints and stuff, and then solutions to the stuff. But I really don't want to do that. I want to feel like I actually accomplished something. I'm like, I'm cheating. Now, I know last night we started getting to that point, like, let's just look at the hints or the solution. And yeah.
And that's when we said, it's time for bed. Because cheaters never win. They just finish.
And winners cheat, they just never get caught. But since we're recording, it'd be kind of hard to cheat. Especially since I got screen capture. Unless I just, like, don't show it when I'm looking. Just like, I'm over here reading stuff and y'all ain't seeing.
He don't know how movie magic works, apparently.
I know how movie magic works, but yeah. And then I edit, so you can say I cut it out, but yeah. Mm-hmm. But that didn't happen.
Anyway, it's time for Derek to close up.
Yep. So.
Close up. I hope y'all enjoyed our couch
I didn't
session.
close any of that shit out, so. We still got this screen capture and everything going. But yeah, that is it. Thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I wasn't expecting this to be as long because it said mini, get done faster, and then that puzzle just... Yeah. This video might not be long. I'll probably sped that part up or whatever by the time y'all watching it, just because we was just trying everything. And maybe some of the stuff I think we tried like 2 or 3 times just to see if it changed. But yeah, that is that. All my links are down below. The link to buy some of these boxes if you want, go there. And then apparently y'all know a 15% off code now since that's in the video because we got it. So y'all can do that too. Get 15% off of one time box, whatever. Which is what we're doing. It's the same thing if you get a subscription. It's just the older ones. So yeah, y'all got that link. There's a link to them if you want to just go get the things. Same link. I don't know why I'm saying this. Whatever. All my links are down below.
He's tired.
My debut novel, The Battle for METAGORE, is available on Amazon. All that fun stuff. All my social media links, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, website, all that stuff. Link down below. As well as some other people's links. And just look
all
down
that
there.
stuff that people probably don't really look at that much, it's down there.
Yeah. I'll put stuff down there if y'all look at it or not. So, either way.
I never look at it.
I hardly ever do unless somebody actually mentions something. I'm interested in going to that link. Or whatever. Which usually has reference to another video or something. Yeah. But yeah, that is it. We are just kind of rambling and doing nothing now, so.
Good night.
Peace.